Conceive, believe, achieve.
This is former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Michael Bisping.
Paddy the Baddy here. You're listening to Combat Sports UK.
And you're watching Combat Sports UK.
Lewis Glover for Combat Sports UK here, speaking with welterweight prospect Tayo Odunjo. Mate, how are you? Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, I'm all good. Had an interesting camp. Camp's been going well. I'm just ready to get to Munich and fight.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. What's been interesting about this camp? What's been different for you?
I'm just learning. I feel like I've been in camp for a while. I've been training for months, so yeah, ready to rumble, ready to go. Yeah, everything's just been going well, so can't complain.
That's great to hear. That is exactly what we like to hear. You are going to be making your promotional debut for Oktagon at Oktagon 39 in Munich. How exciting is that for you? Because the promotion is absolutely surging right now.
Yeah, they're doing well. I'm happy to be there. I'm happy to fly to another country and fight. I'm quite used to this anyway. I like fighting away. It's different. It feels like I'm on a mission. So yeah, happy to be with Oktagon. I'm happy that Oktagon are happy to have me. So I'm just ready to show them what I'm about.
That's an interesting take on going into another country, maybe going into enemy territory to fight. I've seen you fought in the Netherlands, you fought in Sweden, now Munich. Is that something that really gets you excited? Going somewhere else, going somewhere different, and having that whole experience?
Yeah, I love fighting in London, of course. London's the main place for me. Do you know what I mean? Hometown's always nice, but I feel like I've had a lot of. So when I went through amateur boxing. In the UK, my coaches would take me to different places, different atmospheres, crazy places. So I think based on that, I've been used to the whole experience of fighting away. So then when it comes to fighting away in different countries, it doesn't really faze me too much. I embrace it. And I feel like in my mind, I'm like an assassin going out there to complete a mission. Win and leave, do you know what I mean? So that's the plan.
Win and leave. So no sticking around to enjoy a bit of the city. Is straight in and straight out, business only?
It's a straight in, straight out. So I'm planning to win my fight, watch a couple fights, watch a couple of the welterweight fights that are on the card, and I'm gone. Go and chill in my hotel, eat some food, and then gone the next day.
Like a ghost, in and out.
Exactly.
Yeah. And speaking of the welterweight in Oktagon, they've recently announced, as you will have seen, their massive Million Euro Welterweight Tournament that's going to be kicking off, I think, at Oktagon 40, which is the event after your fighting. How exciting is that for the sport, for the division as a whole, to see that kind of prize money starting to come into the sport and have the just rewards on the line?
My boy and my training partner Alex Lahore, who's been helping me through this camp, sparred a lot. I even sparred him today, actually. He's in that tournament, so I'm hoping that he does the business and he does well. So it's his time, and then eventually it'll be my time as well. It's one step at a time for me. I'm trying to make sure that I win this fight and then win the next one and slowly climb up the ranks and get the experience. You know what I mean? But in terms of the question, it's great to see that other promotions are offering these big prizes. It's great to see that there's other opportunities elsewhere as well. So yeah, it's positive. I just want MMA to grow everywhere. So the fact that it's happening here in the promotion I'm under is a nice thing to see.
Yeah, that must be really exciting. Now, as we all know, tournaments don't always work out the way promoters want them to. Fighters may win, but they may not go through to the next round with injuries and all that kind of stuff. Is there any of that at the back of your mind? Staying ready to put your hand up if a spot opens up?
Well, to be fair, I took this fight on short notice. So even though I was ready, I took this fight on short notice. So you never know. We'll see what happens. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But my boy Alex is the one that that's going to be there, ready to win all that money.
All right, pay attention, viewers, listeners. Keep an eye out for Alex in the Oktagon welterweight tournament. So you said you took this one on fairly short notice. Is that something that you just want to do at all times? Stay ready in case you get that phone call?
Yeah, I was thinking that I would I was thinking I'd have a fight later on with Oktagon, so that's what I was sort of preparing for.
Right. Okay.
But this opportunity came along, and yeah, I said yeah. They mentioned this day to me before, so I kind of had it in the back of my mind. But the opponent change is what I'm referring to when I say that it was short notice opponent. But the date itself was something that I was ready for. So yeah.
Awesome. I want to reflect on your last fight. Obviously, that didn't go your way, but it was on for another big organization. It was for the PFL. It was an opportunity on a huge stage. You know, there's a saying in the sport: you either win or you learn. What were you able to take away from that experience that's gonna put you sort of on a good trajectory for this fight and moving forward?
I think, yeah, I get the phrase and I get the thought process behind winning and learning, but I still take it as a bad loss and an L that I wasn't happy about. I do feel like I had the tools to be in. I still feel like I do. I just think I lost a little bit of discipline and I was overzealous. I should have just took my time and just jabbed myself into it a little bit. And I feel like I wouldn't have been there to get caught in the first place. And I feel like the tide of the fight was turning anyway. So yeah, I think it's a case where keeping discipline, mixing it up a little bit more, and having urgency on the bottom when I was on the bottom. But fair play to him, you know, he did his thing, he won. There's no excuse. I just wish that at some point, you know, we get to meet again. But in terms of that fight itself, the preparation was great. I felt good. I felt calm. I felt relaxed as I always do. So I think it's just literally building on from that camp, staying disciplined in there, keeping to my game plan. I feel like when I was on the bottom, as soon as I got up, I was ready. And, you know, I rushed my work too much, but I feel like I'll stay patient like I have done in my other fights. And I feel like once I do that, I don't think that a lot of guys will be able to stop me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, understandably, you don't like to take the loss, but it also does sound like you've learned a lot from that. So
Yeah, of course,
absolutely.
Of course. But I think first and foremost, the most important thing is it's an L, it's a bad loss, and it's a loss that stings and it's a loss that hurts. I know I've learned from it, but that's the first thing that comes to my head anyway when I think about it. So yeah.
That's fair enough. It also sounds like a great mentality to keep driving you forward and
I don't want that
make
feeling.
sure
I don't want that feeling again. So
yeah.
So I need to remember what it was like and, you know, move forward.
For sure. Obviously, you don't want to be looking past your current opponent, but are you planning to try and get a few fights in this year? Something you want to?
Of course. Yeah. Hopefully, God willing, no issues in this one. I want to fight in April or May. So yeah, I'm planning to dust him away and put him away, and then April, May, I'm trying to be available again. So feed me, I guess.
He's hungry. Yeah. Feed him. He's ready for more. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to move a little bit away from fighting now and just give our viewers and our listeners the opportunity to get to know you a little bit more. So just, you know, what do you like to do in your downtime outside of camp, outside of training? What does a chill session look like for you?
You know, I'm a relaxed person. I don't really do too much. I train, I kick back, I relax. I like to eat my grilled food. I like to eat my fruit, my cakes, my desserts, and that's good enough for me. Do you know what I mean? I think, I think that's the main thing I actually do. Just kick back, chill, watch Arsenal. We're gonna win the league this year. It's coming. And that's it really. I'm watching Arsenal. I'm enjoying it. I'm planning to be at that parade when we pick up that trophy. And that's about it really. So yeah, eat some cake, just cheer on the boys, and yeah, that's me really.
Nice. So Jorginho, good signing.
We'll see. He's not going to start, so it's all right. He's not going to start.
Yeah, he's a body. He's a body. Yeah, all right.
He's on the bench. He keeps the ball well, so that's it. But yeah, I'm a big football fan. I watch football every single week.
Okay,
maybe
awesome.
Maybe even more than MMA, probably. Actually, I don't know, but level.
Yeah, okay. They're the two passions: football and MMA. I like it. You mentioned food there. Do you cook food for yourself? Are you into cooking and what do you whip up? What's your specialty? If I'm coming over for dinner next week, what are you putting out for me?
It depends. I make you a good steak. Make you a good steak and some rice.
Perfect. That sounds good. That sounds good to me. All right. So I guess tying into that, obviously you got to be disciplined during camp or preparing for fights, keep your weight on point. What is your favorite food to eat when it's all said and done? What's your treat? What's your splurge meal?
I know that in Germany there's a lot of Turkish people, so I will be getting myself a mixed grill as soon as it's done. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Mixed grill.
Brilliant, brilliant. I love it. I love it. And we talked a little bit, about going overseas, traveling to different places to fight. Do you have somewhere in your mind, like a dream fight destination, somewhere that you
want to fight in Vegas? But I want to fight in Vegas.
Vegas?
That's one place, and then obviously it depends. To be honest, I don't really mind. I enjoy going everywhere, but Vegas would be one of the main ones. New York is obviously another, but these are the places that you watch the sport and you see it on TV, and those are the places that you aspire to be in. But anywhere really, like I like the fact that Oktagon have shows in Czech Republic, Slovakia, Germany, and it seems to be spreading. I know they might come over here, so it's nice to just be able to go to different locations and end guys.
Yeah, nice. I like it. And because you watch so much MMA, I'm sure you're watching all of the different organizations. Who are some of the fighters that you enjoy watching the most at the moment?
My favorite fighter of all time is Anderson Silva. So that's my pedestal fighter, and John Jones. I'm looking forward to seeing John Jones do his things. So big fans of them. And then I'm also a big fan of just everyone, all the guys that are coming up through the UK scene. I watch them. I watch quite a lot of MMA, so I'm very aware of who everybody is domestically and internationally as well. So I'm a big fan of everyone, to be honest. I like watching everyone. I like to see the things they do well and try and take from it. So yeah.
That makes sense. The UK MMA scene now is as strong as it's ever been. How exciting is it to be a prospect coming up at a time when MMA is starting to get more mainstream recognition? Of course, we've got Leon Edwards as the champ right now, looking to defend his belt at home. What does that mean for you as a fighter from the UK at this time?
Yeah, it's nice to see. It makes you aspire. I get inspired by watching these guys anyway. So I think every time I watch their fights, I'm smiling, I'm happy, I'm one of the fans. Do you know what I mean? So I'm supporting all of those guys as well. And I'm in my mind, I'm gonna be one of those guys as well in the next 1 to 2 years. So just watch out for me, I guess.
Awesome. Watch out. Well, I think that's a perfect place to end the interview. Watch out for Tayo Odunjo. He's fighting in Munich at Oktagon 39 coming up in February. Keep your eyes peeled. It's going to be a great show. If you haven't seen Oktagon before, their production value is out of this world. It's absolutely insane. So make sure you tune in and check out the fight. And Tayo, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me, man. And in advance, commiserations for Arsenal failing to win the title. They're going to slip, my man.
We'll see how it goes. I'll remember this stuff.
Appreciate it, man. Take care.